So we're learning a mimer from Alter Rebbe in Torah Or. Vaylaket Yosef Torah v'nimtza be'eretz Mitzrayim v'yov Yosef es hakesef base of power. It says that since Yosef was the only one that had food, so they brought all the money to him. So Yosef gathered all the money that was in the land of Mitzrayim, and he brought the money to the house of power. In the Gemara in Pesachim Kuf Yutes 119, the Gemara says, Sholosh matmonius hitmin Yosef. Yosef had 3 treasures that he put away, that he stored away. Achas nizgal leKorach. The Gemara said one of the treasures was revealed to Korach, and that's why Korach was the wealthiest guy. Ba'achas nizgal leAntoninus. Second treasure was revealed to Antoninus. And Achas Genuzel Tzadikim Osidlova. And the third one is stored away to the Tzadikim for the time to come.
Korach was number 1 and Antoninus was number 2. Okay.
Yeah, wait, so Antoninus is much later time.
Right. He's could be 2,000 years later.
So 2 of them were revealed, and the third one is still hidden. Not to understand the inyan pnimi, which means the spiritual concept of gathering all the money, Mitzrayim's money, through Yosef. And why did he put those matmoni, these treasures or treasuries that he puts away? In Eksiv, Oyezahu ala Tzadik, it's written in Tilum Tzadik Zayin, Oyezahu ala Tzadik. Light is planted to the tzaddik. What does it mean light is planted to the tzaddik? Edua, dainu bechinas kadmo, da v'noyer misayfe alma at sayfe alma, the gones kashubucha tzaddikai. So, it's written in the Zohar that is referencing to the primordial light. Hoira kadman. What is primordial light? Is the light that Hashem illumined the world on the first day of creation, and that light was shining from one end of the world to the other. And regarding this light, it says, "Vayar Elokim Yisrael ki tov." Hashem saw the light is good, Vayavdel, and He separated between the day and night. Hashem saw that the world is not worthy to use this light, so He put it away. Gonzel tzadikim l'osidlova. He stored it away. Some call this light Oyer HaGonuz. You'll find this, Zohar calls it Oyer Kadmo. It's written in many places, Oyer HaGonuz, the light that is stored away. So we are not exposed to the light of the first day. Rather, we're exposed to the night of the third day. The light of the third day, or a different type of light, but not the light of the first day. What is this Geniza? I see we call Geniza as what do we call Geniza, Shmuel?
Stealing?
No, Geniza. This is called Geniza. See the books that you put away?
Yeah.
It's called Geniza because they are destined to be put away, right? To store it away. So it says Ve'inya Geniza Azesyuva, and this Geniza lignois will be understood. This putting away will be understood in Ba'avidas Havai, Ba'avidas Hashem. In Tzobes Bechinus Maleis Ba'avidas Hashem. There are 2 levels in Avidas Hashem, 2 levels of Ava, 2 levels of love in serving Hashem. There is Ava that is generated from intellect, contemplation, and there is Ava that is natural, that is intrinsic. Aleph u'bechinas Ava ne'ledes v'nimshech v'nisboinus. Dulas Hashem, Ein Sif Bochu. One Ava is born out or is originated through his boinus. He contemplates on the greatness of Hashem, the infinite light of God, kshamek besichloi, bereimus gdolos yisboach, he's thinking deeply about the greatness of Hashem. Ivolad mizeh isparus, that would lead to an arousal, with shuko, with slavus elo yisboach, with passion, excitement, and so on. Ki lefi sichlo yehilel or yehulal ish, according to his intellect, it says in Mishlei, according to the intellect of man, his praise will be accordingly. Meaning that the praise is according to the intellect. Shamidus nimshachim achar haseichel v'hisbonus. Your midos follow your intellect. Your excitement, what is the ava? Ava is love. Love is chesed. Love is a midah, it's attribute. The midah is only responding to the intellect. So one level in Avos Hashem is created in the heart of man through his boinenus. When an individual understands and grasps the greatness of Hashem, so now there is ava, there's love, there's passion to come closer to Hashem. Why? Because the nature of man is that his heart is nimshach, is drawn after his understanding. When he understands something, it arouses him to love him, or to love it. So, for example, a child, since his intellect is more, call it, his intellect is cotton, is small, so therefore his midas will behave accordingly. His emotions will be in accordance with his intellect. And when it comes to adults, since he understands more, his more better understanding, his midas will also be accordingly. That's the meaning that Shlomo Melech says in Mishlei, Lefi sichlo yehulal ish. Yehulal ish. Yehulal is an expression of revelation, or expression of he'ora, illumination. Ish is referencing to the midas that are in the heart. And what is the meaning of what Shlomo Melech is telling us? That according to the level of intellect, the midas will shine accordingly. The more intellect you have, the more refined your midas will be. Okay? When I say midas, is the emotions, is how you're going to express your emotion. Very rare to find someone that is called in Chassidus Baal Seichel, someone that has deep intellect, but at the same time Baal Regish, that he has tremendous emotions and he can cry and so. But in general, Shlomo Melech tells us that a person's intellect is affecting his emotions, his midos.
Isn't seichel more like common sense?
Well, seichel is intellect, not just common sense.
No,
the whole package.
You could have somebody that's totally up on his book knowledge, but yet he doesn't have common sense.
That seems to be how some people interpret it, like you said, somebody has seichel.
Right.
Oh, he has common sense.
Right. I mean, they said there's the fifth book of the Shulchan Aruch is seichel, right?
No, I'm saying there's many things when we say intellect over here, they're referencing to the ability to deeply delve into a subject and contemplate so much that it leads to midas. It's like you're learning about the vaccine so much that either you want to take it or you don't want to take it, right? Trying to find something that is close to you. You're learning about a car so much, you learned all the details that either you want it or you don't want it.
Right.
So the wanting it is the emotions now. I have excitement I have a draw to it, want to do it, don't want to do it. But this is just an outcome of your intellect. But most people, they don't want to do the research themselves. So they follow, oh, he's a smart guy and he decided not to do it, so I won't do it. Or is it? Or vice versa. No, nobody wants to go through the research now and read all the... everyone follows something else, someone else. But Shlomo Melech tells us that our emotions are going to respond. It's the same, like if you look at a little child, he take away the chocolate from him, he cries. Take away the chocolate from an adult, so okay, he took away the chocolate, you know? Why? Why is it? Because there's more intellect. The moment there's more intellect, the emotions are more in place. You can find older people that their emotions are not in place, but talk about generally. So Avazu, this love that is born from intellect, love of Hashem. Somebody contemplate instead of a car, like we said, they contemplate on Ein Sof. What does Ein Sof means? When we say Einod Milvadoi, there's nothing but Hashem, what does it mean? So he contemplated on godliness, on Hashem, and now he developed Avas Hashem. So this Ava is new. It wasn't there before. It's not the intrinsic love that every Jew has. It's a love that he developed. It's a personal thing for him. So he calls it Ava Chadasha. It's a new love. Hoylada Chadasha. You see, in Chassidus, they call you said about intellect, so say, we have Chochmah and Bina, right? So Chochmah and Bina are called Ava and Aim, father and mother, right? So father and mother, the union of the father and mother leads to babies. What is the babies? The babies are Ava and Yil. So the union of Chochmah and Bina, Chochmah is the idea, and Bina is expanding the idea. But eventually it leads to something. Every union has to lead to some creative product. What is created? Ava or Yil, or both. So you're right, Ava Zui Bechina Lodo Chadosh, it's a new birth. Shenitzet Mechadash Al Dei HaSechel V'Hizbonus. It was created new through its intellect and contemplation. V'yesh Bechina base. There's another Bechina, another level in Ava. V'nikra Ava Mesuseres. It's called hidden love. She'avish Ir B'Teva told us Anef Shalekis She'chafetza B'Tiva Le'Iskal V'Insof Baruch Hu She'Mekir V'Shoshu. What is the second love? He calls it Ava Mesuteres, hidden. Why is it hidden? Because it's in your nature. She'i Ava Shesh B'Teva. It's built in. Built in where? In the Nefesh Shalikis, in the godly soul. What does it want? What's the nature? What's this nature? What does Ava want? She Chafetza B'Tiva, in its nature, it wants to be one with Ein Sof. So we all have Nefesh Shalikis. We all have a godly soul. The godly soul has Avas Hashem. What does this Ava want? To be one with Hashem. Ella, what's the but? The but is she Esa B'China Selim V'Ester God. It's hidden, concealed. B'tzios Ela Gilui Yaldeis Bonus. It comes out to be revealed through contemplation. So both of them are coming out through contemplation. The new love is coming out through contemplation. And the intrinsic, the natural love also is Yetzios Ela Gilui, come out to be revealed also through contemplation. ונמצא כשיצא אל הגילוי על ידי הסבינוס אין זה עוד החדש מן השכל ממש ממנו נולדה אהבה שהרי אהבה זו כבר יסו מתחילה בנפשה כשהוא יסו בהלם ועל ידי הסבינוס יצא מן ההלם לגילוי. He says, okay, so what do we see from here? Now this intrinsic love, if it comes out to be revealed, it's not a new birth. Nothing new.
So maybe you couldn't tell from the first to the second.
Yeah, so all you did is revealed something that is already existing.
Right, so, but I'm saying the first could be the second.
Right, so how do we differentiate what is Oilod Chadosh, or what is a new and what is not? And which one is better? Or can we have both? So to answer these questions, the Rebbe brings the Gemara in Yeruvin and the Gemara in Sanhedrin. They both say the statement, Nichnas yain yotze soid. What does it mean? What soid is he talking about? Pirush, soid u bechinas ava mesuteres. Soid, the secret, is the hidden love. Veitziosa la gilui, so it comes out to be revealed through contemplation, as we said before. Anikras b'shem yain. What is the contemplation? The contemplation is called yain. What is yain? Yain shel Torah, the wine of Torah. What does that mean? Wine of Torah. There's water of Torah and there's wine of Torah. So he explains like this. The hidden love is called soid because it's hidden, it's concealed. It's not revealed, you don't feel it. And to get it out of its casing, to get it out of its concealment, that it should be revealed in the heart, you have to have isboinus, you have to have contemplation that is called yain. What type of wine is called the yain of Torah. And he explains that the water and wine are representing two different levels in Torah. There's level in Torah that is called water, that have no taste, which represents Chokhmah, water have no taste, representing Chokhmah, which is the little dot, right? The intellect, the epiphany, the idea, first idea, without details, and it's not yet clear, 100%. On the other hand, you have wine. The wine of Torah is it already has taste, and you have pleasure in drinking it. And that representing Bina. Why Bina? Because Bina is already, the understanding has all the details, and there's much more grasping, and you can have enjoyment in it. Chokhmah, there's still no enjoyment, it's like water. Bina, it's like wine because you already have enjoyment and you have the entire picture. And that's the meaning of Nichnas Yain Yotze Soid. So through deep contemplation, connecting yourself to the idea completely. And contemplation that we are talking about is between the Jewish people and Hashem. We are revealing the connection with Him. And now, V'yotzes min ha'elam el ha'gilui, this Ava is now revealed from state of concealment, and it's murgeshes belevad, and now a person would feel it. Uve'emes, so he tells us like this. Remember, we said there are two types of love. We have the love that you created yourself through contemplation, and we have the love that was there all the time and you just revealed it. So he said the ava that is embedded, the intrinsic love, is much greater than the ava that you have developed yourself. Even though it's a new creation, it's a new birth over here. And the intrinsic love, the natural love, is nothing new. It was there all along. But nevertheless, but its root, its origination is much greater. And the ava that was born through contemplation is much lower. It wasn't lowered that much like the hidden love. So we see, on one hand, the hidden love is more, it was lowered much more, but its root is higher, and therefore it's much greater to reveal, seemingly it's greater to reveal the hidden love that you already have than creating a new one. Now the question is that I have, how do you differentiate between the two, and how do you know which one is which? Because you think, since one love is a new thing, and one love is just something old that I already have, and I'm just revealing, so the one that is new should be greater than the one that is old. But it tells us no. The Ava that was there all along is higher than the Ava that I've created, the new creation. Pirush HaDvarim. So he explains it, a commentary over here. Ava, love to God that is created through intellect, it's only through levels that you can understand. Meaning you contemplated, you thought about this level, that level. So it's levels within your limitation. That's why it's called, in Chassidut and Kabbalah, it's called the Avat Olam. We say it in prayer, Avat Olam Avtanu. It's Ava that is created through the godly light that is invested in the world. So for example, one of the ways to get to Avas Hashem is to think about Magadlu Ma'asech Hashem. So a person says, wow, look at Hashem's creation. Abu, Magadlu, both. So he says, you see Hashem's creation, how great it is, right? So you come, you think about it enough, you come to Avas Hashem, come to love Hashem. Hashem's awesomeness, right? Avat Olam. Then we have the Ava Tivis, the natural love that is already existing, because every Jew has a godly soul. The godly soul has within it Avat Hashem, has the love of God. It's just concealed and we have to reveal it. That's the Ava Tivis. That Ava is not because it's like a son loves his father. He doesn't love his father because his father gives him ice cream. He loves his father because he's his father.
So we love God. And we don't know, we don't see, we cannot see. We just learn and we love God.
All it takes it when
Do you know what I'm saying here?
Of course. It takes contemplation. That's why it's not, it says it's concealed. He tells you, the Ava Tivis, the natural love that you have to Hashem, is hidden. Where is it hidden? You have a godly soul. Every Jew has a godly soul and animalistic soul. Okay? Nefesh Ba'amit and Nefesh Elokit. Now, the Nefesh Elokit that you have, it says Chelek Elokam Imal Mamash, which means every Jew is part of Hashem. Within the Nefesh Elokit has Avas Hashem, has love of God. It's godliness. He wants to go to Hashem all the time. He wants to connect to Hashem. What do you do when you love somebody? You try to spend more time with them. You try to be with them as much as you can, right? So the same thing with the godly soul. It has Avas Hashem. How come we don't see it? So he says you have to contemplate. The more you contemplate, you can reveal it. Hitbonenut. If you put your mind to it, it's like you put your mind to anything, and you learn how good it is for you, you get to love it. I gave the example of somebody thinking about learning all the details about a car, for example. So he says, oh, this car is good on gas, and this car is good for me, it's especially it's comfortable for my needs. So he develops, ahava to it. Now he wants it. He has desire for it. Sometimes by contemplating, we learn not to like something, to stay away from it, because we study it so well, so we know either to like it or not to like it. So the point is that through learning, deeply contemplating, I can come to Avas Hashem.
Now, not everybody loves. I'll tell you who loves God, mostly, because they have everything. Oh, I have a beautiful family, I have a lot of money, I have a big house, I have a yacht. And if he doesn't love God for that, then something is wrong in here. You know what I mean?
Good thing he.
Yeah, but anyone can.
You understand?
But he doesn't. You don't have to have. You don't have to have.
It's the opposite.
You don't.
He He has to love God.
But you don't have to have
Hey, I
physical
need to say
possessions.
thank you.
We don't have to have physical possessions to love Hashem.
Does not appreciate what the
Reb Zusha loved God, he had nothing.
We don't have to.
appreciate means
We don't.
taking advantage of.
But you're mixing two things. You're mixing two things. Appreciation of Hashem is not avos Hashem. Appreciation to Hashem is saying, "Oh, Hashem gave it to me. I'm a lucky man." And I know a lot of people that have these things, and they tell me, "I'm a lucky man. Thank you, Hashem. Very good." And they go about their day. And they go about their day. You call it sameach b'chalko, call it whatever you want, but they're not sitting and thinking about Ein Sof, about the greatness of Hashem, and developing love. We're not talking about fake love. We're not talking about something that is a show. We're talking about something very deep, very sincere, very real.
Spiritual.
No, something that is you deep inside. You feel deep inside. Not that people see. Oh, he is thanking. He is not thanking. He is appreciating. He is not appreciating. You're talking about the very superficial level. Talking about something very deep that inside your DNA, and it's inside your DNA that you bring it out. When Jews had to do Mesirut Nefesh. Where is Mesirut Nefesh is coming from? Self-sacrifice. It's coming from the deepest, from the bones of your body. It's not coming from some feeling, I come to make a show. It's the real thing. It's your essence. And the essence to come out, it's not easy. It's not simple for your essence to come out. You know what's essence? Essence is the tamtzit. You're squeezing it, you're squeezing the tea bag, it comes the flavor. The flavor that is inside you has to come. It's not coming easy because Hashem gave me or didn't give me. Plenty of tzaddikim that had nothing to eat, and had such love to Hashem that they would sweat in davening. They would sweat so much. They would sweat. Right? But I'm saying every Jew has it. It tells you that every single Jew has avos Hashem. He just has to reveal it. It's hidden. Why is it hidden? Hashem designed it that way, that we should work on it. When you say Ve'avta et Hashem Elokecha, you should love Hashem your God, it's avodah. Right. It's avodah, it's work. It's not coming easy. The thing is that he tells us over here that there are two types of ava. There's one that is mesuteret, that is hidden, that Hashem gave it to us as a gift. Yerusha lanu me'avotenu. Yerusha from Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. He gave us Yerusha. Your glasses, Father.
Thank you. I need my glasses to find them.
Yeah, I got that.
So one is Yerusha inheritance, and he tells us that this ava is greater than the ava that I can develop on my own. Okay, there's two types of avot. Okay, where is this ava is coming from? So he tells us avat tivi, the natural love, novat mizeh, comes from the fact שישראל הם חלק מעצמותו של הקדוש ברוך הוא. That a Jew is חלק, is part of Hashem's essence, שהוא יתברך למעלה מגדר עלמין. That is not above the world, not limited to the world. לכן היא נקראת אהבה רבה. So we have to learn these two terminologies. We have אהבת עולם and אהבה רבה. אהבת עולם is אהבה that I come through my intellect, and my intellect is very limited to what I see, to the world that I see. And I say, Ma rabu, ma gadlu, ma'asech Hashem, and therefore I come to love Hashem. But I deeply contemplate again. It's not coming because I went to Switzerland and I saw the Alps and I say, wow, that's so amazing, and I come now to love Hashem. It's seeing the world, understanding the world, contemplating and how Hashem gives life to the world. When we say Ein Od Milvado, it says that one of the novelties, the chidushim of the Baal Shem Tov, is not that Hashem created the world in the 6 days of creation and that's it. He says that Hashem constantly, at every single second, gives life to the world. It says La'olam Hashem Devarcha Nitzav Hashamayim, meaning that the word of Hashem is not like our speech. When we speak, once I stop speaking, that's it. It's finished. Hashem's speech continues to echo. When Hashem says, Anochi Hashem Elokecha, it constantly says, Anochi Hashem Elokecha. So when Hashem says, let it be light, Right? On the first day he said, let it be light. So these words are continuous. And if they stop, the world stops. So it's not that Hashem created the world. Hashem is constantly recreating it every single second. So really thinking about these things leads to Avas Hashem. But Avat Olam is the Avat that is limited to me. Avat Rabbah, the great love, is Avat that is coming from the essence of me. And the essence of me is part of God. And since it's part of God, it leads to a much higher level of Ava. והנה בחינת ומדרגת יוסף הצדיק עליון, בחינת אהבה רבה מסותרת שיש בכל נפש מישראל. ששורשה גבוה מאוד נעלה, שזו בחינת יוסף, שהוא בחינת יסוד, דהיינו בחינת יוד סוד. It says Yosef HaTzadik, he was called Tzadik Elyon, supernal Tzadik, and he possessed Ahava Rabbah. Remember we said he brought, what we have is the Yerusha, is inheritance to us from our forefathers. So he says that Yosef HaTzadik had Ahava Rabbah, and it's hidden within every single Jew. Sheshosha Gavoa Meod, it's coming from a very lofty root. Shezeu Bechinat Yosef, and we know that Yosef in the Midot is called Yesod, right? Yosef was the Yesod, and that's why he was tested with the Yesod. But if you look at the word Yesod, it says Yud and Sod. It's a secret. We are dealing with a secret, right? Because we started off the Ma'amar with the Gemara that tells us that Yosef is putting away these treasures. He gathers the money and he puts it in different places. He stores it away, secret. He hides it. So Yud Sod. Sod is the secret. V'zeu pirush o zarua l'tzadik. This is the meaning. There is light that is zarua, that is hidden away for the tzaddik. Is planted, hidden away for the tzaddik. Shu b'chinat or kadva sheganzu l'tzadikim. As we said before, that there is a light that Hashem also put away. The light of the first day Hashem put away. He saw that Vayara et haor ki tov. Hashem saw the light is good. Rashi says ki tov lignoz. He stored it. Ve'or kadma u'bechinat ahava rabbana. If you want to tap into this light, to or haganuz, to the hidden light, you have to tap into ahava rabbah. You have to develop the great love to Hashem. Not the worldly love, but rather the great love. And to tap into the great love, we need to tap into our treasure, the treasure that we possess. Which much higher, the great love is significantly higher than the worldly love. Ela shegenazol tzadikim, Hashem put it away for the tzadikim. Yosef tzadik elyon. Yosef is a supernal tzadik. That's why it says in the Zohar, when it says O zarua tzaddik, regarding these words, light that is put away, that is planted away for the tzaddik, the Zohar says that is Or Katmo, the supernal light, primordial light, the Shegonza Kadosh Baruch Hu tzaddikim, that Hashem stored it away for the tzaddikim. Now, what does oil means? Oil represents chesed and love. Chesed and love, he translates the word O, moral b'chinat ha-chesed v'ava. And Or Kadmo, the primordial light, is a higher level in Ava. The natural love that is rooted in Hashem, that is above the worlds. So from Yosef HaTzadik, he's investing it in every single Jew, this Or Kadmo. Ela, she mesuser ze'bechinas gniza v'soid ve'ela. It's gonus, it's hidden, it's a secret, it's concealed. Ve'nichnas yain yotzosoy. Now, in order to get to this Ava, we need the wine. What wine? So we said we have two levels in Torah, the water and the wine. Water of Torah is learning without enjoyment. That, like water, it satisfies your thirst, but there's no flavor in them. Wine of Torah is the bina, is the depth, is the greater understanding where there is already flavor. But if your learning is done in such a way with flavor, then it leads you to Hava. It opens up the love that you have to Hashem.
Yet the guy came to the Rebbe and he said he's not happy learning Torah. And the Rebbe said he's still learning the Torah. And he says, yeah, I'm still learning the Torah. And the Rebbe says, I'm envious of you.
Right.
Because the Rebbe enjoyed learning Torah, and so then it was not on the same level as somebody that doesn't, despite the fact that he's not happy learning Torah, he's still learning Torah.
So he had also the fact that it was challenging for him, right?
Right.
It was challenging for him.
I don't know if it was this Rebbe or one of the.
Yeah. Okay. We'll continue.
See on the other side.
Chum Tiv.
What type of style?